Have you ever met someone who only sleeps 5 or 6 hours a night, yet somehow wakes up feeling completely refreshed? No coffee, no constant yawning, no dragging themselves out of bed. Meanwhile, you get a full 8 hours of sleep, sometimes even 9, yet you still wake up feeling exhausted. Your head feels heavy, your body feels drained. So what's really going on? Are they simply born different, or do they know something that most people don't? The answer may surprise you, because one of the biggest mistakes people make is believing this. The more you sleep, the more energy you'll have. But that's not how sleep works. Today, people spend more time in bed than ever before, yet many of them feel more tired than ever. In this video, we'll uncover the science behind why that happens, what actually goes on inside your brain while you sleep, and what simple habits can make 6 hours of quality sleep far more valuable than 8 hours of poor sleep. Let's start with one myth that almost everyone believes. Most people think sleep works like charging a phone. The longer you leave it plugged in, the more fully charged it becomes. But your brain doesn't work that way. Sleep isn't one long, uninterrupted period of rest. Instead, it's made up of repeating cycles, roughly every 90 minutes. Your brain moves through several different stages: light sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep. Each stage plays a different role. During deep sleep, your body begins repairing itself. Muscle tissue recovers, your immune system is strengthened, and important hormones are regulated. Then comes REM sleep. This is when your brain organizes memories, processes emotions, boosts creativity, and prepares you to wake up mentally sharp for the next day. When these sleep cycles run their full course without being interrupted, your body can recover remarkably well. Even if you don't spend that many hours in bed, but when your sleep is constantly disrupted by phone notifications, late night scrolling, stress, or caffeine too late in the day, your brain never gets the uninterrupted recovery it truly needs. That's why some people stay in bed for 9 hours, yet still wake up exhausted. Not because they didn't sleep long enough, but because their body never had the chance to fully recover. So the goal isn't simply to sleep longer. The goal is to make every hour of sleep count. So how do you do that? The first habit is surprisingly simple. Go to bed at the same time every night. Your brain thrives on consistency. When you stick to a regular sleep schedule, your internal body clock becomes more accurate. Over time, your body starts preparing itself for sleep automatically. Melatonin is released at the right time. Your body temperature begins to drop, and your brain transitions into sleep much faster. But if you go to bed at 11 p.m. one night, 1 a.m. the next, and stay up until 3 a.m. on weekends, your brain never knows what to expect. It's almost like flying across different time zones every few days. An inconsistent sleep schedule throws your body's internal clock out of sync, and that makes it much harder to get truly restorative sleep. Simply going to bed at the same time every night can make a bigger difference than most people realize. The second habit, understand how sleep cycles work. Each sleep cycle lasts about 90 minutes. If your alarm goes off while you're in deep sleep, you'll probably wake up feeling groggy and disoriented, not because you didn't sleep long enough, but because your brain was interrupted in the middle of its recovery process. Instead, try to plan your sleep around complete sleep cycles. 4.5 hours, 6 hours, or 7.5 hours. These sleep durations often make it easier to wake up feeling refreshed because your brain has just completed a full cycle Next, one of the biggest factors that affects your sleep quality actually happens during the last hour before you go to bed. Unfortunately, that's also when many people are glued to their phones, scrolling through social media, replying to messages, watching videos, or worrying about tomorrow's workload. Without realizing it, you're constantly telling your brain, stay awake, stay alert. Then you wonder why it's so hard to fall asleep. Instead, create a relaxing bedtime routine, dim the lights, put your phone away, read a few pages of a book, do some light stretching, or write down tomorrow's to-do list. As your nervous system begins to relax, your brain can ease into deep sleep much more naturally. Now, here's something most people never realize. Your morning actually begins the night before, but the quality of tonight's sleep is influenced by what you do the moment you wake up. During the first 10 minutes after opening your eyes, step outside and get some natural sunlight. Morning sunlight sends a powerful signal to your brain. A new day has begun. Melatonin levels begin to drop. Serotonin levels rise, and your internal body clock resets itself as a result when nighttime comes. Your body naturally knows it's time to sleep. It's a tiny habit, but it can have a lasting impact on your sleep quality. Next, don't start your morning by hitting the snooze button. Start it with movement. Splash some cold water on your face, take a short walk, do a few push-ups, jump in place, or do anything that gets your heart pumping. Within just a few minutes, your brain releases chemicals that help you feel naturally awake and alert. You'll shake off that groggy feeling without even reaching for a cup of coffee. Speaking of coffee, it's not just how much you drink that matters. It's when you drink it. Many people believe caffeine only stays in the body for an hour or two, but the truth is, caffeine can remain in your system for up to 8 hours. That afternoon cup of coffee may still be affecting your brain long after you've gone to bed. You may have no trouble falling asleep, but the amount of deep sleep you get can be significantly reduced. And the next morning, you wake up feeling tired all over again. Another factor that people often overlook is the environment where they sleep. Your brain rests best in a bedroom that's cool, dark, and quiet. Even a small amount of light can interfere with melatonin production. A room that's too warm can also make it harder for your body to enter deep sleep. Sometimes, simply improving your sleeping environment can dramatically improve the quality of your sleep. Finally, there's one thing no smartwatch, no sleep tracker, and no fitness app can truly measure: your thoughts. If, before going to bed, your mind is still racing, worrying about tomorrow, replaying conversations, planning your next move, or thinking about problems you haven't solved yet, your body may be lying perfectly still, but your brain is still wide awake. Here's something simple you can try. Take a few minutes before bed and write those thoughts down. You don't have to solve every problem tonight. You just need to give your brain permission to let go. Sometimes knowing you'll deal with those thoughts tomorrow is enough to help your mind finally relax. This is something many highly successful people understand. Sleep isn't wasted time. It's one of the most valuable investments you can make in tomorrow. When your body recovers properly, you think more clearly, you stay focused longer, you make better decisions. You become more patient, more creative, and more emotionally resilient. Your energy no longer depends on motivation or another cup of coffee. It comes from giving your brain and body the recovery they truly need. So instead of asking, how can I get by on less sleep? Ask yourself, how can I make my sleep more effective? Because the goal isn't to sleep fewer hours, and it isn't simply to sleep longer. The real goal is to wake up feeling genuinely rested, feeling energized, clear-minded, and ready for whatever the day brings. Once you achieve that, everything else becomes a little easier. You'll have more energy, better focus, and a healthier body and mind. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. In the next video, we'll explore the science behind staying focused all day without relying on coffee. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.